Today, the end of week 4, I am weighing at 164 pounds, which is a net total of 12 pounds in 1 month. Hello everyone, welcome back to Life with Alberto. My name is Alberto and this is my weight loss journey on Tirzepatide. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the subscribes. I really appreciate them. So right now I'm a little over 60 subscribers. I'm very excited about that and very hopeful and motivated to keep making videos for everyone and to continue to document my journey on this weight loss journey that I'm on. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. And this channel is basically just a weight loss, a journey to fitness as I like to call it channel. I'm documenting my weight loss journey on compound Tirzepatide, which is generic name for Zepbound. I have been documenting my journey since day one. I've uploaded weekly videos. If you guys want to go check those out, feel free to do so. The links will be provided in the description below. Today, it has officially been 1 month since I started my journey. I started my journey on June 2nd of 2024, which is exactly 4 Sundays ago. Today is June 30th. I'm gonna go ahead and just recall week 1, week 2, week 3, what it was like for me, and then we'll talk about the good, the bad, and the things that I've learned during this whole month. So I started my weight loss journey at 176 pounds on June 2nd. At the end of week 1, I was at 169 pounds. So week 1, I lost 7 pounds. However, I'm sure some of those pounds were also water weight. So who knows? I'm not certain how much of that was truly fat, but I'm taking it. I'm counting those 7 pounds as weight loss. So then week 2, I started at 169 pounds. And by the end of week 2, I was 167 pounds. So I lost 2 pounds there. Week 3, I lost another 2 pounds and I was at 165 pounds. Today, the end of week 4, I am weighing at 164 pounds, which is a net total of 12 pounds in 1 month. So I have lost 12 pounds in 4 weeks, which, to be honest with you guys, I have met my goal. My goal was to be at 164 pounds because that is the weight that I'm comfortable being at and that is the weight that I want to be at. However, I think that with being on this drug, I think I want to go a little bit further down actually. I may want to go down to 155 pounds. I'm going to stay on Tirzepatide. I am going to stay on the 2.5 milligrams because I continue to lose weight on it. I have installed, even though the weight loss has been less and less, because this last week was 1 pound that I lost, but I want to do it for another week to see if I'm still losing weight. And if I don't lose weight within the next week, then I'll bump it up to 5 milligrams. All right, so let's talk about the good things in this past month. Obviously, the main important thing or the biggest thing that was good is the weight loss. That's the whole purpose of me being on this drug, which is probably the main purpose of anyone being on compound Tirzepatide, Wegovy, Zepbound, semaglutide. The purpose of it is to lose weight, right? And to feel more comfortable in your clothes, help with diabetes, high blood pressure, sleep apnea, all that stuff, right? So for me, losing the 12 pounds has been really great. My self-confidence has improved. I'm able to wear clothes that I wasn't able to wear for a few months. I'm able to fit back into them. I feel more comfortable in my own body. I do feel that I have more energy as well. Another good thing is that a lot of people in this community, and I mean this community are people who, when I say this community, I'm referring to people who are on similar drugs as I am. There's a lot of talk about food noise, and I didn't really understand what that was initially, and so I started watching other people's YouTube channels, and then I was like, oh, the food noise is like the hunger that people get in their brain or their mind, even though they're like not physically full. So I started noticing that particular aspect of mine was also gone. So one of the good things about this is that the food noise have been decreased or I like to call them those food cravings. I'm no longer having those food cravings. I think that I'm eating what portions of a normal, healthy adult would normally eat. I've also been learning on how to make proper food choices or healthy food choices versus eating junk food or drinking soda and candy and sugar and all that stuff. During this last month, I've noticed that I'm beginning to become very picky with the foods I eat and the foods that I want to put inside my body. And I'm not so much entertaining the idea of like fast food restaurants or like sodas and stuff with a lot of sugar and chips, which I normally do like, especially the Doritos. Another good thing this month was that I didn't have a lot of side effects. The only side effect that I recall, well, two of them. The first day that I administered, the very first day that I administered the drug, I did have nausea that lasted just one day, but it wasn't even bad where I needed Zofran or anything like that. And I did have thirst. The thirst was there for a few days, but that went away. Probably because I try to stay hydrated with Powerade and Gatorade and just fruits that are really like rich in hydration. So that helped me out. So those were all the good things. But overall, I think the weight loss has been incredible for me. I recommend this drug to anybody who wants to lose weight. Even if they want to lose a few pounds, I'm all for it. Go try it. And I think a lot of people don't want to do it because they're just afraid of the side effects, the nausea and the vomiting. And I even heard some people, and I've watched others YouTube channels where the constipation is also an issue. I have been fortunate to not have that concern or that problem, but I know some people do have that problem. Now the bad for this month were, well, for one, just having a hard time eating. Like it's been very difficult to eat a full meal. Usually I'll take like a 2, 3 or 4 bites and then I'm done with the food. Like I don't want anything else to do with it. I actually get kind of like grossed out by it and I'm like, ugh. And if I see like junk food and like burgers or pizza or anything that I know that is like heavy in calories and like high fat content, it kind of grosses me out. So that's something that I've noticed that this drug also does to me. And I'm gonna say that it's bad just because I'm not eating. I wish I was eating a little bit more than I am, but I'm also glad that I'm not eating as much like I would normally, if that makes any sense. Another bad thing is that with eating full so fast and not being able to tolerate eating as much, there has been a lack of protein intake. So I'm having to supplement my protein with protein shakes, which my favorite protein, by the way, is the Optimum Nutrition protein. Their protein is really good quality. If any of you guys wondering like what kind of protein you should take or whatever, any whey protein is good, but theirs in particular is really like great in quality. So maybe that's something that if you want to try, you can as well. And also another bad thing is that I'm just not able to drink a lot of water without getting full as well. That's something else. Like sometimes I just, especially right now in the hot summer, I just want to like chug a whole bunch of water because it's so hot, but I get full just off water as well, and I stop drinking as much as I normally would. And something else too, when I go to the gym and if I'm doing like strength training, which are like reps of like 5, 6 repetitions of those squat, bench press and deadlifts, I'm noticing that I'm getting tired easier, or I'm getting tired faster than I normally would. But I've only noticed that it happens during strength training weeks. But if I'm training in hypertrophy or an endurance sets, or if I'm doing cardio, the fatigue doesn't come on as fast. So I'm not sure what the correlation there is, but that's something that I've noticed. So I'm not sure if this happens to everyone else, but for me, it's happened. So something that I was very successful in doing during this month is just being more mindful of the things that I'm eating and the things that I was eating that was creeping up my weight. And I've also been very like cautious of very intentional about exercising. And I've been reminding myself, hey, if you want your weight loss to be at optimal, go out there, go on your daily walks, go to the gym and work out, go walk with your dogs, do something physical. And that's what I keep telling myself, and it's been paying off, honestly. Like I'm at a point where things are just a habit now, where I'm eating healthy as a habit and I'm exercising as a habit, which I think is important to remember, that the drug is not a miracle drug. And I know a lot of people have been saying like, hey, I want, this drug is gonna cure my weight, my obesity. But no, this drug, remember, is just a tool. And your responsibility is to implement this tool like you normally would implement like exercise and eating healthy and going to the gym and all that stuff. You're probably wondering like how much did the medication cost? So since I do work for a physician, the physician was able to give me a little bit of a discount. I can't recall exactly what it is that he charged me, but I do know that I paid about $300 for a month and a half worth of medication. He has all my labs and he keeps up with my follow-up because I do work with him on a weekly basis. So that helped me out. I haven't tried getting the Zepbound or the Monjauro or Wegovy from the pharmacies just because I know my insurance is not going to cover it because I just don't qualify. I'm not diabetic. I'm not morbidly obese. I just wouldn't qualify for any of that stuff. I've been doing this. I've been saving up money because I'm not eating as much. So I'm able to save up some more money than I normally would, which I'm really excited about. So I know some people are going to be like, oh, but some people's main concern when they get on compound medication is the cost going to be too high? Are they going to be able to afford it? I have told my friends that have those concerns that if I think it balances out because you are saving up so much money on food that it's probably the same amount of money that you're wasting on food normally. That is the same amount of money that the medication costs or even less. Because think about it. How often do we eat? Every day, right? Some people eat 3, even 4 times a day or even more. So if you're eating out, let's just say you're eating out 3 times a day. The average American adult that works full-time normally doesn't cook. So let's say you're eating 3 times a day. An average cost per meal is what, like $15 for one person? If you're doing that 3 times a day, 15 times 3, that's $45. So let's just round it up to $50, right? If you're doing that 5 times a day, just assuming it's 5 times a day, 50 times 5 is $250. Multiply that by 4, which is 4 weeks in a month, that's $1,000. So is a price really an excuse to like not do this or not get in, not start this medication? I don't think so. But then again, everyone's situation is different. But I'm mostly talking to those people who don't have kids. I'm talking to those people who don't have like the huge responsibilities. And I'm probably also referring or talking to people who make like good money, who have a good salary, right? But I understand people who have like kids and they don't work. I understand them people. This is not directed towards you, by the way. All right, so that's it for today. So that's it for this video. I know this is a short video, but I don't really have a lot to say. But if there are things that you guys want me to talk about or discuss with you guys, I'm more than happy to. I am gonna start doing more videos because I want to upload at least 2 videos per week now. So I'll upload my weekly videos, obviously, and then I'll add in an additional video per week. Like later on this week, I'm probably gonna upload or record a how to inject yourself video just for those people who are like starting brand new on these compound medications and need some kind of guidance. I'm gonna start doing that. But yeah, so that's it for today, guys. Thanks everyone for tuning in and thanks for sticking along with me on this journey. I hope you come back next week and I hope you stick around for more videos. Peace.